Whoa! Whoa! Olive! Olive! Hey guys, it's Shadow the Rat, and for today's video, I'm going to be giving the rats a banana. And this will be my new rat's first banana. Oh my gosh, I'm calling them new, but I've had them for over, 2 months at this point, so they're not really new. Oh my, Olive! Olive is not a new rat. Olive has tried banana many times. And yes, I know it's a... Look, Banana, by the way, Banana is the gray rat over here, who took a peel banana that is disgusting. We don't eat the peel part, that is nasty. What we do is oh, jeez, she almost skewered my finger. We eat the banana flesh. So it's good to know that Banana lives up to her name, because when I named her, yeah, I had no idea if she'd like banana or not. But it's a pretty sure bet with rats that they're gonna like banana, because they are just obsessed. Anyways, this video is, it's kind of a bit, sudden, I guess, impromptu, because I've been on a trip until recently, and unfortunately on my trip I caught COVID, so I have been a bit under the weather for the last week. Thankfully I am testing negative now, so I am back to normal. Toast! You can't see Toast, but she's causing trouble off scene. Anyways, because of all that, and because of my trip, I actually had a bit of a situation with the rats where I had to separate them into 2 groups. And that's the main thing I wanted to talk about here real quick, because I'm not going to mention too much what's going on with my rats, because they're currently in a process of being introduced. I'm introducing 3 different groups to each other, and, well, it went pretty badly, or I should say it's been going pretty badly, because I've been doing intros for over a month and a half now, and they were very rough in the beginning. They've gotten a lot better, but they're still a little bit rougher than I'd like, ideally. Anyways, all that is to say, I had the rats living together for a bit before I went on my trip, but I just didn't trust my older 2 girls, Olive and Donut, with the dwarfs, or particularly with Butter, because Butter tends to be pretty dramatic when it comes to confronting other rats, and that kind of triggers both Olive and Donut, who are not great at dealing with nervous rats if they don't know them well, so they tend to really get very hyped up, and that can lead to some unfortunate consequences like scratching or even biting. So I've been taking intros very slow, and I ended up separating the rats into 2 groups while I was on my trip, just to be safe. So those 2 groups were one group with Blueberry, which is this rat right here. She is the calmest of my standard rats, and she's 100% great with the dwarfs. She never showed any sort of adversive behavior towards them, even when I introduced them in the beginning. So I feel very confident keeping them together. And actually, I also wanted to keep her with the dwarfs because she and Olive have issues, or they had issues. They don't actually have issues anymore. But they were really creating some huge problems in the cage. I mean, they were biting each other bloody several times. It was really awful. I'm going to talk about it more in my intro video in the future. Don't eat that! But just know that they are getting along well now. It just took a long time to get there. But I didn't want to keep them together while I couldn't supervise them. So I put Blueberry with the dwarfs because they get along really well, and I kept Olive, Donut, Egg, and Omelette, which are my original 4 girls, alongside Banana here, because Banana actually gets along best with the older girls. I mean, she gets along great with her sister, but she gets along even better with my older girls because she's super high energy, and Blueberry is just a super chill rat. So they do like each other a lot, but Blueberry's not really going to play with Banana like some of my older girls will. Like Donut in particular. Anyways, to make a long story short, when I got back, I was pretty worried that my rats were not going to remember each other, because the thing with rats is they have a group scent, and they maintain this by marking each other constantly, and after a few days apart, this group scent will fade, and they will typically start to see the other rats as strangers. So usually if I can, I try to avoid any situation where I would end up separating the rats, but obviously that wasn't possible here. So I was a little worried when I got back and when I finally was able to start intros again, but thankfully the rats actually did great. In fact, their time apart seems to have endeared them to each other a little bit, because now Olive and Donut in particular are much more tolerant around Butter in any sort of situation where she might act a little bit freaked out by them. They don't tend to go after her anymore if she's acting nervous. So I just think it's really cool to see that they are actually getting along better now than they were before. And they're living together part-time. I haven't put them back together full-time yet. I will be doing that soon though, because they actually made a major step forwards, and the older girls are allowing all the new ones into the double part of their Critter Nation without trying to squabble with them. So very excited to see that progress, and I'm likely going to be putting them all back together in the next day or two. So yeah, I just wanted to update you real quick on what's going on with the rats. Like I said, I will be making a proper intro video eventually, and the reason I haven't done so far is because intros have not finished. Unfortunately, these ended up being a lot longer and harder than I expected. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated on that, and yeah, expect some future videos where hopefully all the rats are getting along well, because that does seem to be happening now. I'm very excited to see them actually doing well and not trying to fight anymore. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the rats try their banana. They're pretty much done at this point, but they definitely enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you guys. Oh my god, Blueberry! Blueberry, what are you doing? So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and oh, Blueberry! Blueberry! So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Don't even think about it, Toast. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.